Over here is the iron ingot smeltery. Go inside, you can see all the ore going up, and then all of the ingots coming down. And the iron gets processed by all the factories along here. This one, for example, actually go over here and take a look. Makes iron plates. Further along, past this one, we have the first factory which uses these machines. They're called assemblers, and they have two ingredients. So the first two machines are one-to-ones, so the smelters make ore into ingots, and then the constructors do basically every other one-to-one thing, and then we have two-to-ones. Got this nice big factory here. There's two levels of that happening, and then at the top we've got all of the machines that split the items between everything. Go through the hypertube. This building here is really just a storage. You can also go up these stairs, but you'll just see a bunch of conveyor belts. Oh, didn't mean to get sucked into that one. Let's go back and we can have a look at the coal miners. Oh, one other thing. Statue. This is the first statue. There are many statues to collect. 7 different statues. I only have the cheapest one so far. The most expensive statue is just a golden nut that costs 1,000. That's the Slugginator 5,000. Which has slugs in it. That's, what a surprise. This is a building which has a miner inside. Always like to give even miners their own buildings. Because why not? It looks fancy. This used to be storage. It will be storage again eventually, I think. But for now, it's just where the conveyors for different items start. Which come from in trains. So anything that gets delivered by train basically goes through there. The old storage building. And let's take a look. Where's the ladder? Ah, here's the ladder. Space elevator. Very tall. Obviously, it's a space elevator. Got a truck that transports coal for us. Up here is the coal miner and the power plants. So the coal gets split between getting sent down to make steel and staying up here to make power. Most of it's used to make power. And these are the coal power plants, one here, one here. They're both the same design. Have a little bit of a closer look, maybe. The water gets distributed, the coal gets distributed. Let's take a look in the long hypertube. This takes us all the way to where the quartz gets mined, which isn't really anything, it's just miners and storage. It gives you a sense of scale of the world. These will be connected with a train eventually as well. I'd like things to be neat, just that's all temporary stuff, so I don't care. And then down here, if you followed that power line, it'd be something like these miners, but for sulfur instead of quartz. Just put into a storage. So if I need quartz, I will literally just come up here and then take it out here and manually transport it in my inventory. Doing hypertube stuff. Hypertube travel is my favorite travel. That's not true. It's very boring. Ooh, cave. They have scary things in them, but also cool items, so, you know. It's almost like video games have incentives and challenges in them. I'm pretty sure that once I unlock more advanced late game stuff. Yeah, I know. I'm not even late game yet. But once I have late game stuff, I will have to explore scary caves, I'm pretty sure. Let's go over and have a look at the Dune Desert over there. Actually, I shouldn't call it the Dune Desert, because the Dune Desert is a specific biome that exists in this game, which I don't think I've actually visited yet. But that's what I call it at the moment. Because it's all desert, obviously, it's all arid, all this area where I've built stuff. But most of it's all rocky. And over there is not rocky. But this whole area is called the Rocky Desert. Officially, I'm pretty sure. This is the main line for all the items. I actually sent every item through every building at first until I realized I actually didn't want to do that because it meant every time I made a new building I had to make a conveyor belt for every item. So I stopped doing that and only made conveyors for items when I actually needed them. This is the steel factory. Makes steel. Who would have guessed? I'm not going to show the inside of every single factory, but just to give you an idea of what sort of things happen inside the factory. It's actually pretty much just the same pattern repeated. Yeah. There's the splitter layer, and then there's the smelting layer. And then this is a factory that makes one of the factories that makes steel items. And then if we continue forwards, we can actually see a lot of stuff over there processes concrete and copper. All these factories over here. But if we visit this one, this is an example of a factory that uses a manufacturer. Now these manufacturers are some of the biggest buildings, like individual machines that you can get. And they have 4 different inputs. And this factory makes computers. Yep, same thing again. There's a logistics floor and then there's a main floor. And over here's a motor factory, which is pretty neat. This is like a different philosophy of design. So there's 2 main ways of doing factories. One of them is to like have one factory per item. And one is to have a factory that takes in raw ingredients and processes them all as required. This is a bit of a mixture of philosophies. So this takes in copper ore and iron ore and then processes them further, but it also takes in screws and steel pipes which have already been crafted. So like, this is like a hybrid example, but here we have copper gets smelted, iron gets smelted, copper gets turned into wire, iron gets turned into rods. And then up here, production of the 2, either side produces the 2 main ingredients for motors, rotors and stators, which also get stored because you need them for stuff, and then they get combined just by these 3 machines at the end to make the motors, and then any excess gets sent into the machine for points. This guy lives here. If you build a factory where the spawn points are, they will just spawn inside the factory. Which is fine. They just live there. That's the new home. That's the interesting thing about the game at the moment. You can't actually get rid of wildlife. They just respawn inside your factories. Fortunately, that's only passive stuff. If you build a factory, it stops hostile things from spawning, but it doesn't stop passive stuff from spawning. Which, honestly, you know what? I'm fine with that. If it's not going to attack me, it can live inside the factory. Over there is a quick wire factory, which makes a special kind of wire, which you need for more advanced electronics. And this has its own station. We can probably have a quick look inside here. It's very similar to all the other factories, to be honest. That's the miner, because it's actually not made from copper, it's made from its own ore. Oh. Yeah, all the production, and then all of the splitting. What was the production? Yeah. It's all very cool. This is a bit of a spoiler that this item even exists, but it's like mid-game, so it's fine. I think I've shown off everything except for the oil now. Oh, this is the dead stuff processing factory. put in dead stuff, and then it in here, like hog remains, and then it processes it. Um, so you can use it to make like inhalers or DNA thingies. And DNA is a really, really good way to get points. Alright. Oh, that's not the train that I want to catch. Hopefully... Ah, there's a train coming. I don't want to walk all the way to the oil facility. Where's that train? Ah, it's coming, it's coming. It'll stop at the station in a minute. We can catch it. Ooh, we caught the train. Signals are all in the middle because the train lines are designed for right-hand drive, but I made all the trains left-hand drive to be British. And I promise that these won't be floating forever, the railway lines. They'll make nice bridges eventually. What? Hello? Why did I fall off the ladder? There we go. And yeah, this is the oil processing plant, where we make all of the different oil products that exist in the game. We're reducing 4 main ones. There are obviously there's more oil products. There's so many different things that exist that you can make. I don't actually know how to walk down this ladder. I can't I can't figure this ladder out for some reason. Oh, there we go. I don't. I managed to walk down the ladder. I'm so good at this game. But yeah, so rubber, plastic, packaged oil, fabric. Those are the things we're making here anyway. Just show off some more of the machines. So these are all refineries. They make all of the different oil products pretty much. All of the different recipes that exist. These are the oil extractors that exist on top of an oil well. There's an oil well underneath. Yeah, there's an oil well underneath here. And then over here is packages. And then these machines make the containers. For some reason, in fact, I'll just show in the like menu here. The actual like model depends what item you package. So fuel, biofuel, and turbo fuel they actually match the like package, but for some reason other stuff is like, no, that's an entirely different model. I don't know how that makes any logical sense. Maybe the packager machine like um squishes the package into a different shape. Who knows? But you know, it's a game. A lot of things don't actually make logical sense. We've got some water over here because some of these oil products also need water. Let's see if we can catch this train here. Ah, no, I wasn't fast enough to catch that train. Very sad. Oh, there's one coming right this way. Oh, this is the wrong one. I don't want this train, no. Ah, this train is not going the way that I wanted it to. Maybe we can catch this one. I don't think so. I think, yeah, it's just leaving the station. Oh no, it's getting loaded up, so we can catch it. Nice. And this will take us over to the very last thing I want to show, which is the um, fuel burner that generates all the electricity. Well, not all of the electricity. Some of the electricity gets generated by um, coal. It's a yellow slug over there. I need to get that. This is all of the fuel generators that make the electricity from fuel. Actually, I'm pretty sure you can just burn crude oil directly in these generator things, but it's probably less efficient. Just 1 second, I might actually get that slug. Gas filter, how... Coal. Oh, you need coal to make them. No, I don't have any coal on me. Well, that's a shame. No, I don't have a... Wait. I wonder where I put all my gas filters, because I can't get the slug unless I have a gas filter, because there's a bunch of toxic fumes. What if I go anyway and just decide to be a crazy person? Oh no, swimming is so slow, I forget. Swimming is so slow. Swimming is so slow. I love swimming so much. Yeah, let's have a bit of action as well as a tour. I bet I'll be fine, actually. I'll be fine. Oh, that wasn't even that bad. Oh, I was getting all scared and being like, oh, it's going to be such action-packed adventure. It was the easiest thing I've ever done. Well, at least we've got a yellow slug now. Anyway, I think that'll do it.